Hello, I am Jaime Elizondo. I'm an agronomist engineer and I would like to tell you my story. I also have an accounting degree that has helped me to achieve success in the difficult business of cattle ranching, improving the land the fastest while maximizing profits to the highest. My father and my grandfather were cattlemen as my uncles, so I was raised in a family that talked cattle and pastures all day long, every week of the year. When I graduated, I didn't know how to make a profit. I only know I had a title and I had the knowledge of how to do it conventionally with high chemical inputs. So I started by implementing that on my own ranch that I bought in 1990. I graduated in 1984. And I soon realized that I wasn't going to make a profit by applying synthetic fertilizers and chemicals to my cows. So I had to find new methods of doing it biologically, not only because it was the right thing to do, but because it's much cheaper. And that kept money in my pocket. $1 you don't spend is $1 you take home. So I started André Boisson, grass productivity. I studied management intensive grazing, went to all the conferences of the Stockman grass farmer, and I studied a lot of old books which taught me much more because they had to do it in time past, they had to do it with their own brains and without spending much money, or they wouldn't make a profit. I'm talking about immediately around World War II. So these authors didn't have the answers that I required to make a profit and regenerate the land because their settings were different. They were in a different economic situation, or they were in a different environment. So it didn't make sense to these times and these different environments that I'm going to talk about. I've been teaching and consulting in different parts of the world, from Europe to Canada, to Colombia, to Paraguay, to all the United States, or most all, and to Mexico, from the low sea level, hot and wet tropics to the deserts and the mountains in Chihuahua. So this has allowed me to implement different fundamental principles that I have learned from other people and from my own observations and experience. I met Mark Bader and started learning and taking off my brain, learning new methods of balancing rations for ruminants and how it worked, and taking off my brain what I had learned in college, which was obsolete by then. Then I met Johann Sitzman, who taught me the right type of non-selective grazing that we require to increase leaf-to-stem ratio and other things, like the importance of genetics as a tool to change our environment. All of these things were not covered even in holistic management because they left them out of the whole, and the whole involves everything, not just a part. So now we know how humus is formed. This is only 6 years old knowledge. So now we have better tools to improve our environment, and I would like you to follow me on my webpage for online courses of the 4 pillars of real well ranching. Thank you.